Hey guys, Kevin here from the Strictly Broken TCG team, and today we have the best ever Weiss Schwarz set review show, episode number 22, Gochiusa Re. As always, it's gonna be me and my co-host, Mr. Jason Malik. He's a big fan of Gochiusa, but you know who else is a big fan of Gochiusa? The man at the very top there, Mr. Simu, aka Chairman. You may know him from a Tressus collectible, you may know him as a common judge for all the online tournaments and previous tournaments before all this COVID stuff happened too, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
True.
He has his own Weiss Schwarz YouTube channel as well, Chairman TCG, and he also was our guest back when we did the Gochiusa Bloom set review show. So we brought him back once again to talk about this re-edit set. You want to add some more explanation to yourself there, Chairman?
No, it's great to be back.
It's so blurry. Look.
Yeah, dude, why are you blurry?
I don't know.
I'm blurry?
No, not you, Jason.
Discord's just making me blurry for whatever reason. I have no
What?
idea why.
Okay.
It's not my OBS.
Go ahead, Jason.
Discord.
Not them,
Discord's
Jason.
stinky.
All right, and as always, we'll give out our shoutouts to our two sponsors, Nova TCG, the best place in North America to buy Weiss Schwarz Japanese singles and playsets. And then second of all, our second sponsor, Weiss Tea Time. They provide good articles on how to play Weiss Schwarz and catalogs all the upcoming sets, card reviews, and translations.
Yeah, Taya's the best.
Yep. Taya from Weiss Tea Time helps us provide these slides for these shows, so it's thanks to her that we can even do these shows in the first place. Alright, and before we start the show, we'll go over our rating system once again. 1 stars are cards that are pretty bad and not worth picking up. 2 stars are cards that are generic niche, they might see play, might not, we'll see. 3 stars are cards that could be 2 stars, it could also be a 4-star. These cards need testing, it could be either really good and staple, or these cards might not even see play at all. 4 stars, as I said, are staples. You probably play 3 or 4 of these cards, and you probably see them in the majority of the decks. And 5 stars are cards that are set defining and makes you want to pick up the set and buy into a series. This set review show is going to be very small. There's only like 18 total cards, including CXs. So we probably won't do going too long for these 18 new cards. But after that, we have a special showcase with Mr. Chairman, where he has crafted some decks using the new cards released in this set and some old cards from the reprints. And we'll be talking about how to use those decks to upgrade your Gochiusa decks.
Or just invest in Gochiusa.
Yeah. Alright, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, we'll just do it all in one burst, all 18 cards.
Whoa.
Alright,
Insane.
starting off with yellow. I guess we categorize these though. Double rares, Sharo. Auto, this ability activates up to once per turn. When using an active effect this turn, this gains +1 soul. Auto, discard 1 card. When this is set from the stage to waiting room, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 character of Sharo or Chia in its name and add to your hand. Send the rest to waiting room.
So it is a cheery for name. We've normally been seeing them with 1 or higher level conditions, but this is actually for name now, which is potentially stronger if you want to play this deck. And also has a soul pumping effect, which is not something we see very often on zeros, especially with this kind of cost.
Yeah, so this card is really, really good. And for anybody who's familiar with the way Sharo Chia deck plays, there's a lot of easy ways to trigger active effects, both on your turn and your opponent's turn. So the +1 soul is actually pretty easy to get. You usually don't even have to pay stock for it. It's not just like a brainstorm or something like that. And that deck traditionally has had a very difficult time milling through the deck and also getting cards like sculpting your hand. Now, there's not very good discard outs that are free. So this card basically single-handedly fixes every major problem of the deck, which is absolutely insane. Really, the kind of stuff you want to see from like a power-up set or like a re-edit set like this. So I think the only thing that stops this card from getting a 5 is just the fact that it's locked into Shadow Chia, whereas there are some cards that are more easily splashable. This one basically does not work unless you have a large number of Shadow Chia cards. But this is a solid 4. It's honestly an amazing card. If you're a Shadow Chia fan, this is your dream come true.
Yeah, if I had to turn down the 4 from last stream, but it was predicted, right?
Yeah, easy read, easy read.
Easy read.
Yeah.
Right, sounds good. The one from Bloom is like level 1 or higher, right?
Yeah, that's a level 1 or higher cheery, but that also has like the Chica power pump effect on it.
Yeah, but it doesn't have like it's not like Blue or Rabbit House. Okay.
No, just level 1. So it is generic though, which is nice.
Yeah.
All right, next we have 2/1 Sharo and Rize. Auto, this ability activates up to once per turn. When using act ability, this turn this gains plus X power. X is equal to the number of other characters with Sharo or Chia in its name times 500. So you have a full board, this becomes 9k. When this attacks, if the level of the character across from this is level 3 or higher, this turn this gains 6k. So this shows 6k, so you can swing 15k against level 3s.
Card is it's a level 3 killer early play profile. There's plenty of those in Gochiusa as it is, but
Yeah, there's actually like already 3. This is the 4th one, I believe. Which is kind of ridiculous. I think what makes this one stand out is this one definitely hits the highest power.
yeah.
I think the second highest is
13.5?
13.5. Yes, that's from the Bloom 2/1 Chino. Yeah, so just 15 is a lot. I think that's something worth mentioning. And again, Shadow Chia decks quite easily activate act abilities, so you can also easily proc that on your opponent's turn using their myriad of different counters, both at level 0, 1, or 2. That being said, I don't see this card. It's just like a 2. I think it's slightly better than the 1 just because, again, hitting 15 is very high, and the previous aforementioned level 3 killers are not... none of them go in the Shadow Chia deck. This is the first one that actually can slot in that deck, so I think it does have some utility for that. So
also has neat synergy with the 1/1 Sharo from Bloom that has like act give something 500 stock kick. So it can let this card single-handedly climb over Shiroganes and like hard remove cards like Rushia, which I think is like pretty neat.
Ragnarok asks if the names are important for this card.
Yes.
So the fact that it's a Sharo is, important for Shao Chia. I think Rize name is very rare. I don't actually think.
No, I'm pretty sure all
to my knowledge, there's no Rize name.
It doesn't matter because it doesn't have Rabbit House. If it had Rabbit House, it would matter. But
yeah,
correct.
Yeah, go ahead.
The only cards that matter for name are Sharo and Chia. Everything else checks for traits.
Or color.
Or color. Traits or color.
Yeah,
the exception is Cocoa. Cocoa has had cards that check for Cocoa name in Dear My Sister.
And they had cards that check for red and
I think
cards that check for red, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, she had cards that check for red in the OG set as well. Yeah, Cocoa's had like a lot of the conditions to pick from.
Yeah, Gochiusa is kind of a mess with traits and colors.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's how they lock everything, with everything needing different things. So it is what it is, I guess.
That's why it's nice in this set where they give support to the
for every deck. Yeah,
for every deck except for Bloom.
Well, Bloom is
Bloom has all the honor support already.
Yeah, I mean, my sister didn't get. Oh, it did get support.
Yeah, they got one card.
Bloom.
One card.
Oh no, mainly
okay.
Rip DMS.
Bloom didn't have like a pushed.
I think in the
really
last
push deck anyway.
So it's Bloom came out like June or something, so it's been over a year, almost a year now, and DMS got like one total card.
Yeah, DMS got like one actual card.
They at least got one more card than in Bloom. Bloom actually gave DMS 0 support, so
yeah, different movie.
There's that.
Support another movie.
Oh man.
All right, next we have 3/2 Sharo. She has the little Sing for You trait now. If you have 4 more characters with Sharo or Chia in this name, this gets -1 level in hand, so it's an early play. And which is placed on stage from hand, you may perform the following effect twice. You may choose one of your opponent's characters level 1 or higher characters. If you do, your opponent chooses 1 level X or lower character from their waiting room, swaps the 2 characters. X is equal to the level of the character you choose, -1. So people may know this as like the Milo Shido effect from Day Alive.
Yeah, we saw this on IMA most popularly, I think, from Hololive. Had the EP with the double level down, but that was on like what was considered to be a pretty obnoxious EP condition, I think, for the most part. Like it was actually pretty practical, like pretty easy to miss it. This is on a much easier condition because it doesn't do anything else though besides level down.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing with the level down is that for this card is, so one reason I don't like IMA besides the difficult EP condition is the fact that her other effect, which is Global 15, isn't really that good in that deck, for the most part. And generally speaking, you're like investing a lot of resources into this 2-soul EP, and then you're not actually like getting a lot of payoff with it. Whereas with this Sharo, she doesn't do anything else, but she's so easy to get on the board. And then you just front row her. She's just a 2-soul beater.
Yeah,
like
so
you
good
kind
for
of
standby decks.
Yeah. So I mean, this card is nuts. I think the previous IMAs that, like the previous IMA effects. I mean, this is the third one of its kind, right? There's one in
DBG didn't early play though.
DBG was not an early play. I think it's too late. I mean, maybe like you play one of, but it's really not that impactful. IMA comes out early, but it's very difficult. This is the first one where it's actually very accessible. And no, I just think this card's nuts.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's an easy 4. If you want to really, like, I think this is like one of the main reasons why you should go to Shaochia. It's like one of the big payoffs. Yeah,
and then
it's really good.
You also get like the new like nice like split EP conditions, right? Because the present for you is was that one? That one's 2 or less climax, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So you get the nice like split of your EPs as well for their conditions. Yeah, this card's like a house versus like the popular decks right now, like Quince and Mushoku for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Card.
That was all for yellow. You know, short 3 colors.
Yeah. It's like I think it's like 3 cards, 4 cards, 4 cards or something.
I think
like
it was 3,
like
5, 6.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe.
blue has
Like
6 cards.
All right. We won't take any breaks because it's pretty short, but we'll go straight to green. Double R 10 Chia. This ability activates up to once per turn. When using the act ability, if you have another character of Sharo Chia as the name, this turn this gains 2k power, so we'll be swinging at 6/5. Auto pay 1, send us to waiting room. When your other character of Sharo Chia in this name is front attack, you may pay the cost. If you do, return that character to hand. So this is often known as like a JC.
Yeah, card is very, very strong, very desired effect by a lot of people. I think people really liked this. This is a very like similar card to the one from Quintessential Quintuplets. People liked that one a lot with set 1. You know, they liked having the same on color secondary level 1 that helps protect your combo, makes it easier to loop.
Yeah, I think this is it's a fantastic card for specifically the Chia combo from Bloom that pumps 1k and also gives on reverse salvage when it attacks. So you can pump this one up to, I believe it's like 9/5 without any back row, just climax and combo. And then, so she gets over something, and then on the swing back, you can easily bounce the 1/0 combo back to your hand, and since that's on a bar, it's like, it really helps the recursion of that combo. This also has pretty neat applications with the 3/2 Musashi Sharo from Dear My Sister, because that also has the pay 1 sent to winning room to bounce. So if your end-game board is a mixture of Musashis and this card, which is pretty feasible, you have an unreversible board because your opponent tries to front somewhere and your board just disappears. So that's really, really cool. I think this card's very good. So definitely, I think I would give it a 4. If you're playing Shaoqi, you're finding ways to slot this in at like 2 or 3 to help supplement your level 1 game.
Damn, that's 3-4 stars.
That's definitely something missing from that deck. Yeah, this set gave like Chia Sharo so much support. It's insane.
Jeez. All right, next we have 0 Chia. When it's placed on stage from hand, you may mill 3. Then pay 1, discard 1 climax. It's placed on stage from hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a climax in your waiting room and add hand, so often known as a climax swapper.
I don't know how relevant this card is. I don't know if the option of mill 3 is better. I think pretty sure Bloom also got a Chia climax swap actually.
It was a Cocoa.
Oh, it was a Cocoa. Okay, so this is better for name then.
Yeah. The Cocoa climax swap is 1k if you have like a certain on-field. It's like an on-field 1k condition, so it's
right,
3k.
Right.
Yeah. I think that one is pretty good. This one is arguably better in some situations when you need mill. And I do think Shaoqia struggles with mill. And it also has the option, you could potentially mill the climax and then be able to swap into the right climax, which is kind of neat. I mean, it's just a 2, just a good utility card.
Yeah.
When was the
It's,
last
ni-
time
it's just nice to be able to play it on name if you want.
we saw a
last time we
raw
followed
mill
up.
3 card? Okay, we actually saw this exact same CX swap profile in Quintuplets FF. The
We did.
the Miku
Yeah.
CX swapper when literally every single girl got a CX swap.
And then
that
nobody
set.
plays it because they all just play the Ichika one.
Yeah, each coin's a nice one.
Hannah stock sick.
Right. Next, we have 3/2 Chia and Kokua. When this is placed on stage from hand, set your deck for up to 1 character with Shadow or Chia as the name. Show it to your opponent, add the hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. When this attacks, you may pay 2, discard 2 cards. If you do, deal 2 damage to your opponent.
Yeah, so it's giving them like an off finisher that helps search for their actual top end if they want it, because their stuff's all costless. So this is like really nice.
Yeah, so the big intended purpose of this card is to be the recipient of the cancel burn Shadow combo. So the Shadow combo from Bloom is on attack with the choice climax. You can give one of your characters cancel burn 2. And at that time, our best target was actually, or if you wanted to play Shao Chia, you actually couldn't have a good target. You'd either have to place it on Musashi, or you have to place it on this like 3/2 Kokoa that was like pay 1, mill 5, and then burn equal to climaxes. It was like not very good. And so the deck that I brewed at that time, you actually went off trait and color to Maya, and you like figure out a way to play 3/2 Maya to burn 2. And 3/2 Maya's burn 2 was like experience 6, like pay 3 ditch 1 or something like that. Pay 3 ditch 1, which was just like, it's just really, really difficult. This is in color, on trait, or on name, I guess. And it's cheaper. It's pay 2 ditch 2, which is a lot easier than pay 3 ditch 1. Even though it, technically it's like 1 more card. And so yeah, I think this makes the end game of Shao Chia a lot better. I think now it's like, yeah, you just go double Shao with this, and then you have 3/3/3, and then on this attack you have an additional 2, and then there's 2 more cancel burns. So it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. I give this a 3 though, and the reason why it's not a 4 is because the search again is limited to Shao Chia, and outside of like that specific deck, I don't think the search really comes up. There's no like really good end game. Like I guess you could search like a refresh counter with this, but like in other decks, yeah, I don't think this would be that relevant. And it's like pretty difficult to splash. If this could search Kokoa in addition, or like something like Kokoa's on this art, you can't search Kokoa. It's like super random. But if this could search Kokoa, this card would be insane because you could get like the sack counter or something. So yeah, it's a 3 for now. Yeah.
Almost a Quadra 4.
Yeah, almost Quadra 4.
Alright, that was it for the Shao Chia cards though. Because they're only yellow-green.
Yeah, but overall they were like very, very good cards.
Yeah, very high quality. I think that deck is really strong now. It was not a deck before.
Yeah, I think it's like real.
Alright, now we go into red. 0/0 Rize, when this is placed on stage from hand, reveal the top card of your deck. If that is a Rabbit House character, this turn this gains 2k power, so it'll be 3,500. Pay 1, put the top card of your deck into clock. When it's placed on stage from hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 level 1 lower character, show it to your opponent, add in hand, and shuffle your deck afterwards. It's often known as a Ricky.
Yes, Rabbit House and like the red stuff in general has never actually had a true Ricky yet. They always had they had a salvage Ricky, and then they got a search Ricky, or a spawn Ricky in Bloom. That notably is also like a really good card. But this is nice. The oversized Ricky just helps consistency with searching cards as opposed to salvaging.
This card looks really familiar, guys.
Yeah.
I wonder if a card very similar to this got put on a ban list of some sort, maybe a few weeks ago or a few months ago.
Yeah. This one can't. This only bump itself though.
It's only pumps itself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I think I think it's still like really, really strong. So 2 things that stand out to me about this card, even more than just like a regular Riki. The first is the top check effect. So there's actually, starting with blue, we've gotten a lot of effects that kind of top check or top check rearrange or give information, and that has been very helpful for specific synergies. And I think this adding to that is like really, really good. I think, yeah, I'm always on the lookout for more top check effects than Rabbit House, or not Rabbit House, and Gochiusa specifically. And the second thing is that the fact that it's a level 1 or lower Riki means that this is splashable, and that's pretty hard to do in Gochiusa, where everything's so restricted and everything's so kind of like so like segregated out. You wouldn't play this in Xiaoqia because they have their own Riki for name, but you could play this in something like Dear My Sister, which is where I actually see like the biggest off application for this card. Is that deck just doesn't have a Riki at all, and this is totally splashable at low numbers. So I would actually give this a 5. I just think this is a card that could go in any Gochiusa deck because its top check effect, it could be relevant, and then the second effect, just it works in any deck, that's amazing.
Having a Riki that's a profitable attacker is like always a good feeling as well.
Riki's getting 5 stars in the show.
You know,
this happens.
Oh,
You
back to back.
You can even play this in blue if you want to, mono blue.
You can, yeah, especially with the new combo we're going to talk about, because that one also checks Rabbit House, so it doesn't actually impact anything for the most part.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the only world where a Riki gets a 5 is exactly in a set like this, where
Assault got a 5.
Right. But I'm saying like the fact that like you can get anything in a set where everything is so restricted. Yeah, I think that's just insane.
All right. Reasonable
I mean, Assault Lily is
volume
also
air
really
horns.
good,
Okay, well, here we go. Reasonable volume air horns.
Very reasonable.
That's quite reasonable, yeah.
All right.
Cardo.
Nice indeed. All right, double rare Mocha, Chino, and Kokua. This one has Dear My Sister trait.
Art's so good.
If you have 4 more Rabbit House or Dear My Sister character, this gains -1 level in hand. During your turn, this gains 3,500 power, so it'll be 11k, and the following ability. Auto, pay 1 when this card's level 2 or higher battle opponent is reversed. You may pay cost. If you do, choose one character in your waiting room, add to hand. And then when this is placed on the stage from hand, you may pay the cost by discarding 1. If you do, put a top card clocked into stock. So it's a stock healer that hits swings for 11k, has easy early play condition, and can get you a plus after you go minus.
Notably, this is like the support card for Dear My Sister, and Dear My Sister actually does not have a healing early play in its set. It had like a check 3 or whatever. So getting access to an EP healer that also can plus you a card is pretty cool.
Yeah, so this card, I'm a little sus on this card. So I think the early play condition obviously very good, very easy, very nice. I do like the second effect of getting power and giving the ability to give you a plus on reverse. It is very bad that the power is just on your turn and it's like very small. So even with the power, it's like only 11k, which is kind of like that's kind of small still. Why is this a stock healer? We already got a stock healer in Bloom, right? The stock healer in Bloom hits 11k cross turn when you meet the condition. Right?
Can't play that in Dear My Sister.
Yeah, that stock healer isn't in DMS though.
Okay, sure, but DMS is not a good deck, right? And so I think if this was a normal healer, just like not a stock healer, I would rate this a lot higher, right? That's like so good because then you have like a mixture of stock healer with.
It probably wouldn't have the on turn condition either, to be honest.
Sure, but I'm just saying like the fact that we already have a stock healer in Bloom that just hits this power cross turn.
So good.
Yeah, like I don't think you actually would play this card. Like in the Rabbit House deck, like maybe I think it's something that could be worth experimenting. But I just think the Chino is just way better, and even with a more difficult early play condition, just like I don't see a world where the second effect really gets you that much more value than just sitting on a giant 3/2 early play backed by a 2k support and just being like, wow, this card's not going away. So I would give it a 3 tentatively, but it's looking closer to a 2 than a 4, I would say.
On the bright side, at least you get Vampire Chino no matter which one you pick.
That's true. Actually, probably deserves a 3 just because you slam 4 of this into My Sister.
Do you slam 4? I was debating like 2 to 3 at max.
No, you slam 4. Dear My Sister has not seen a card of this quality in like 3 years, dude.
The only support DMS got Smoj.
You know.
Even
Yeah,
though most
I
of the
would stand
reprints
for
are DMS cards too.
Yeah, there's so many DMS reprints. Oh my god.
All
It's
right.
because all the first two sets kind of sucked.
Next double rare,
What?
Koko 3/2 Kokoa. Continues. If 2 or more other Rabbit House character, this gains 3k power, so be singing 11k cross turn. When it's placed on stage from hand, you may heal 1. And when it's placed on stage, or when this attacks, you may discard 1. If you do, mill 9 cards from your opponent's deck.
This card is very weird. I don't think we've ever actually just seen a level 3, at least not in my memory, that is just pay a cost to just raw mill somebody. There was like the Okayu and had like a condition
And
to do it, but
Lisa?
This is just which one?
Lisa combo, Bang Dream.
Yeah, that's a combo. This is just literally a on attack ditch 1 mill 9, which is like weird, but like
Oh, is it Sile?
It might
Okay,
be-
my bad.
it might be stronger than I think this is.
Hey, you ever
But-
sit there, you ask your opponent how many CX left in deck?
Like 5. It's like
So I think
Yeah,
this
probably.
is the dankest 50th card in any Rabbit House.
yeah, just
deck.
to tech 1
basically.
just
Yeah, it's just like that hot tech one up. It doesn't just mill 9, it mills 18. It mills
It's also
9
healer.
on play. Yeah, it's also here. It mills 9 on play and then 9 on attack if you
Oh, it's
choose
on
to
play
do it
or attack.
twice.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it mills 18. So like a single
That's so
card that
funny.
can mill 18 cards is kind of ridiculous, right? You have to remember the Okayu mills
Yeah,
depending on
gamers
events and waiting room, and like that has like it's like gamer events you have to pay. It's like so complicated. This just like you just slot this in any Rabbit House deck and you just have random access to like hot mill 18, right? And then some deck states, mill 18 is just, huh? Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
Hot mill 18, yep.
Yep.
Hot
Yep.
18.
Mill
Yeah.
18, yep.
And then sometimes a mill 18 is just a bird one, because you just force them to refresh, right? And again, like, yeah, if their deck stays super compressed, you just like, why not, man? I think the only issue is that the cost is kind of high. You have to discard both on play or on attack. Like if you want to do it the full 18, which is like, wow, we're just ditching 2 cards for this.
I mean,
I also think this was designed to have synergy with the new Chino combo. In situations where your opponent doesn't have a waiting room, so you play this, give them the waiting room, and then shuffle back 5, and then if they like somehow don't have 5 in waiting room again, you just attack with this, ditch another thing, and then shuffle back 5 more.
So all that
So
hand though. Whew.
yeah, but it's so much hand, so I don't think it's that good in that
oh,
deck.
You might still just play the tech 1 of though, just for those times where
Maybe.
it means something.
you sit there, ask your opponent how many cards left in deck. They say some amount that's not like very low.
That's less than 18, and you're like, whoo.
Time to mill it out.
Dude,
and
it's
then
like
shuffle back in.
Fumio. You can make it like a Fumio that dealt the damage.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. So I think this is a 2 because I think the
Damn.
cost is too prohibitive for it to be like universally good. But I think it's a pretty sick tech.
Yeah,
It's
I
definitely
would
not a
to try
1,
this.
though.
I think now that I know
Yeah.
it's on play too, it's like I'm more willing to like try this card.
Yeah.
I think.
I think the fact that you have to discard a Rabbit House character and it's not just ditch a card also
Oh
is
god,
kind of rough.
you can just trigger like
Yeah,
points or something.
if you could ditch climaxes with this, then yeah, hell yeah, this card would be really good. But yeah, the cost is very prohibitive, but it's a very neat effect
Mhm.
for sure.
I like it.
Combo shuffle.
I like it more now. The art's also really good too.
Oh, I mean koi art always
Yeah, Koi art,
excellent.
dude, the god.
So wait, if you sit there, your opponent says they have 9 cards. They have 10 cards left in deck. Mill 9 and shuffle back 5. Shuffle back 5. Isn't that kind of insane?
Extend hand? Well, no, because it's burn. It's shuffle back 5, burn 2, and then you swing.
Oh.
Yeah. So
So-
like you'd have to like shuffle back 5,
Swing 2, burn 2, swing 3.
and then like hope that they still have deck and then attack with
Okay.
this. Well, no, I
So,
should.
so if,
Okay.
so if,
it's, like,
if your
complicated.
opponent says they have 11 cards left in their deck,
Extend hand? That's extend hand.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
all right,
That's sick.
that's pretty cool. Next, we have 00 Kokoa. Pay 1, discard 1 Rabbit House character. When it's placed on stage from hand, you may pay a cost. If you do, look at the top X cards from the top of the deck. Choose up to 1 card from among them, add it to hand. Send the rest to waiting room. X is equal to the number of your opponent's characters. So if your opponent has 5 characters, you can check 5, add 1. When it's placed on stage from hand, you may discard 1 climax. If you do, choose 1 Rabbit House character in your waiting room, add it to hand.
Gochi already has like a couple ditch CX salvage cards that are all like pretty good. I think I think they all do something pretty nice. This has like the newer Cosmith, like they've kind of been pushing it more recently, right? There's like the I think Quinn's got this. I think this was first in Sao Alice 2, where it checks for your cards, because I know the one in JoJo's checks opponent's cards, but I've never actually played with one of these, so I don't really have like a strong opinion of them personally.
So interestingly, all the Gochi Ditch Climax salvage cards are level 1s that can salvage Rabbit House. The other one that's level 0 is Chia Sharo Limited. It's Ditch Climax Salvage Chia Sharo. So this is actually the first time Rabbit House has gotten a Ditch Climax Salvage at level 0, which is actually way more accessible for the deck than level 1. I think the level 1s, while they're good, they're like, I think they're either a level 1 bomb or a like bottom deck cost 0 bomb. It's just like kind of hard to fit into the deck. You just like want to see a bunch of zeros in the Rabbit House deck, in my opinion. So this is kind of nice that it's at level 0.
I think wait, is the Chia one salvage Chia Sharo?
It's
Bloom Chia Sharo. Bloom Chia Sharo.
Yeah, Bloom Chia Sharo. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Everything was Bloom as well. Yeah. So it's kind of locked a little bit. I mean, this is just good utility card. I think you can just try it out.
All right.
It's nice as double utility. I like double utility cards because you know, really nice.
Based on opponent's board is pretty weird, but sometimes it's good.
Sometimes it's good. Yeah.
All right, star rating?
Oh, 2.
2. All right, sounds good.
Yeah, I don't look like any of these new cards are like a 1. Everything's pretty
oh, we'll get to the ones. Don't worry.
Smoj.
1-0 Rize. When this card is placed on stage from hand, you may pay 1, discard 1. If you do, choose 1 Rabbit House character in your waiting room. Add to hand, choose 1 other Rabbit House character. This turn gains 1k power, so it's a drop salvage. And when this is reversed, if your battle opponent is level 1 lower, you may reverse that character. So it's level 1 bomb.
Yeah, so it's a drop salvage, level 1 bomb. Kind of similar to like the Cocoa bomb, the Dizzy Cocoa, I think it was, right? From the drunk one from set 1. I don't know if this card's actually just better than playing that card, but
yeah. So when I said we'll get to the ones, here we go, right? So like drop salvage is not as good as an effect as drop search, in my opinion. Because drop search you can then go through your deck, gives you information. Drop salvage is just like, it's generally speaking weaker. I think it's maybe potentially better at 1 than 0 because you have gone through more of your deck at this point, but like Gochiusa is just not really, doesn't need this kind of filter at 1, and then we already have like better level 1 bombs. So like this card's just a 1. I don't see a single deck that would play this card like voluntarily. So
I thought this card's a little better than that, but that's fair. I can definitely understand. It feels outclassed by some other cards, especially because there's a lot of level 1 bombs in this set.
We have a lot
in this like series, yeah.
All right, that was it for red. Quick one.
Blue.
On to blue. Double rare 00 Saki. Well, who's this? Continuous memory.
Chino's mom.
Yeah. Well, this is the memory.
Don't summon. Don't say that name too loudly. Yui might be summoned.
Dude. Saki Kafu and
Oh yeah, your stream was the reason where we got that amazing meme.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
All right, continuous memory. Well, this is in memory. All your 3/2 Chinos gets 500 power. An act, pay 1, send a standing character to memory. Choose 1 3/2 Chino in your waiting room, add to hand.
So notably, this is going to be the condition for the Chino we're going to talk about in a bit. This card does have Rabbit House trait. I had to look that up today actually because I wasn't sure if this had Rabbit House. Thankfully, it does. So if it didn't, this would actually be kind of grief. But this card's fine. It does what it has to do for the deck that it's trying to be in.
So generally speaking, we normally rate packages like this like all together with the same rating, or at least that's how I think makes sense. But I'm breaking that rule this time because this card is really bad. This card is so bad for a package like this. Like the fact that it doesn't give you any payoff for the effect until level 3, until you can get this 3/2 Chino out. And the only thing it does is salvage this 3/2 Chino. Like at any point of the game where you just like, you need to like turn this into another card, it's just like, yup, 3/2 Chino. Like why? Like this is like ancient technology. This is what I would expect from like a 2013, 2014 design card. It can't even be rested for an effect. Like it can't be rested with like like to tap to brainstorm or something. Like this card's really bad. So I'm actually just gonna give this card a 1. Even though the rest of the package might not be a 1. This card is just really badly designed. Bushiroad, stop making cards like this. This is dumb.
Yeah.
Like
The restriction is
bad
obnoxious
card.
for sure.
You have to run 2 or like 3 or 4 of this, and these are like bricks until level 3.
Yeah.
Like why does it do absolutely nothing until level 3? Like why? It's just so stupid. This card's a 1. Even if the rest of the package is not.
Why this send standing? It's just considered an additional cost. There's no real. I don't think there's anything you can really like attribute to why. Just it is what it is.
It is.
They do that pretty often. A lot of these cards are like send standing.
Yeah, it's usually send standing so it can't be abused, right?
Yeah.
For like specific effects. But nobody would abuse this anyways. It's a 3/2 Cheeto.
If it was,
What?
yeah, I mean, no, I don't think there's anything to really like. I guess you could use like the Cocoa stock charger with like the rest 2 to stock charge. I guess would be like
Yeah.
the mess.
That's like
best card.
the most
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's hope the rest of the package is better. We'll go to next. All right, here
There
we're
it
talking
is.
about 3/2 Chino herself. When it's placed on stage from hand, you may heal 1. Climax combo memory, pay 1, discard 2 cards. When this attacks, if you have the parent CX in your climax area and have 2 or more of the Saki we just saw in memory, you may pay a cost. If you do, choose up to X cards in your opponent's waiting room. Your opponent shuffles them into their deck and then deal 2 damage to your opponent. X is equal to the number of blue or rabbit house characters, so should be swinging at least 12k if you have the full at least 2 of Saki in the memory condition.
Yeah. Card is very reminiscent of like the Ilia from the Prisma Carnival Phantasm thing, Prisma Phantasm. It's similar. Same kind of cost, same idea of like decompress the opponent into a burn 2. I don't know if it's better or not. I like this card personally, but what do you think, Simu?
So I think if you just look at this card in a vacuum, this card is nuts, right? This is like a really strong finisher, low stock cost, which is what you like to see in finishers, right? High hand, but that's okay. You can work around it. It has a very strong like a dual effect. So not only are you decompressing your opponent, you're also dealing additional damage, right? So even in situations where your opponent is like already decompressed, you're still pushing extra. That's like the problem with like some decompressors where if they're not pushing extra damage, and you can't actually kill your opponent from like 3-0 or like high level 2. The fact that you need the 2 Sakis is very oppressive because like once again, this Saki is really garbage and it adds an extra 2 stock cost to the entire combo that you have to pay upfront in order to even unlock the combo. It's not like, oh, I only have 1 Chino and I just want to like combo once like minimally. Nope, you still have to pay 2 extra star for the Saki, right? So it's like this upfront cost makes it a lot harder. And then the fact that like you have to skull for the Sakis upfront, pay the cost. I mean, obviously they do get you the Chinos, so that's kind of okay. Like if you have like, I guess 2 Sakis in hand at level 3, you just like pop them for Chinos real quick. But generally speaking, I think like you would want to use them in the mid game to like help pay out climax or something like that. I would really know. Yeah, it definitely makes the card a lot worse, I think. So it starts off really good on paper and then it goes kind of downhill. I'd ultimately give this a 3. I do think the effect is very strong. It might not always be good though. Like in situations like where you said your opponent doesn't really have a big waiting room for a fresh deck. That's kind of rough. Like, and then having to rely on the Cocoa to mill 9, I think it's even additional hand cost, right? It's like that's pretty rough. So depending on your opponent's like, especially like if your opponent's like 3-0 fresh deck, this card is really bad because even after the first attack, it's very unlikely your opponent even has like a waiting room, so you can't really take advantage of that. So
yeah,
the fact that it's a situational combo where it might sometimes it's actually like not very good with the upfront cost. Yeah, I'd give it a 3.
Okay.
All right, 3 sounds fair for that judgment. All right, next we have 0-0 Chimame Tai. Continues to 5 more hand. This gains 2k power, so it'll be 3-5. And when this card's battle opponent is reversed, choose one blue or rabbit house character in your waiting room at the hand and discard 1 card.
So this card is kind of similar to the Black Panther from Marvel. Black Panther notably had a second power effect to it, but I didn't think I was gonna like it because I thought the Black Panther was kind of just okay because of the Hambo thing. As long as you mindfully mulligan with this card, I think this kind of effect is actually like powerful. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, okay, Black Panther is so good.
Black Panther's really
Black
good.
Panther is cracked, right? That card is unfair.
It's really
I would
frustrating.
have given that card a 5 on the spot if that ever got reprinted. Like, I hope that card never gets reprinted. Anyways, back to this card. I think the one notable thing about this card is that it gives you access to salvage in blue, which is pretty difficult, especially since you're probably running like 8 pants. So that's kind of nice. 3/5 is not really that big, but it's pretty good. I think the big issue actually with this card is that there's just a lot of really good blue level 0 cards. And I don't know if this makes the cut. So I'm gonna give it a 3 just because I don't know if you actually play it. But if you do play it, I'd expect this to be played at pretty high numbers, just as like a solid wall strategy at level 0, and then instantly just help you filter.
You can also make it really big with the Chieri.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Next we have 1/1 Chino. Continuous level assist to blue or rabbit house character. When it's placed on stage from hand, you have 2 or less cards in memory. You may choose one of the Saki below from your wing and send it to memory. You don't pay the cringe boss otherwise. And when your character's trigger check reveals a Pants CX, you may discard 1. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them, add to hand, and send the rest to waiting room, so often known as a Pants CX filter.
Yeah, this might be like your saving grace with how much Simu doesn't like the Saki condition. Card something you might want to look to play just because of the pants support and what is likely going to be 8 pants no matter which version you play. Also being a level X, which is just kind of nice to have on some things, but it is what it is.
This card is not the saving grace. This card costs 1 stock too. You can't get Saki to memory for free. There's 0 way to reduce the stock cost of the Saki. You're gonna pay 1 whether you use her effect or whether you play a 1/1 support. This pants filter is on a level 0 global 500 Megu from Bloom. That card is really, really good because it's free. This card's not free. This card is level assist 500. Guess what's better than a level assist 500 in most Gochi decks? This 2k 2/1 Chino support that also gives tap 1k on reverse bottom deck.
Yeah, that card is really
So like your back row is so much better than this card, and then this card is just like, it's so sad because it does things worse than previous utility cards we've had in our back row. I'm giving it a 1.
I think a fair way to
This
look
makes
at
me
this
sad.
card though is it is doing 2 things for you that you wanted anyway, right? Like, yeah, you have to give up some like better cards, but then you stop having like a back row issue, which I think is something to consider.
Yeah, I think if you do play the entire package, you end up playing this card, just because it
Still makes your
it's part
Chino
of the package.
big. It still makes your Chino big. Yeah, it helps your package, so you don't have to play these Sakis. And then the pad support, yeah, it's on the Megu, but this is a dual purpose card, right? So you don't feel inclined to want to play another card that makes your EP big because you can just play this card.
Yeah, but
and it's all
I would
same
actually
roles.
have wished that this wasn't a pants support and just had a different utility effect, because I don't think I wanted to be locked into 8 pants if I wanted to build this like Rabbit House style. Because I think there could have been other
that's a
things
fair
to try in the Rabbit House build. The fact that this kind of like punishes you for even experimenting outside of 8 pants is just like, I think it's kind of dumb. So yes, you would play this card if you're playing the package. No, I'm still giving it a 1. That's my protest against this entire package. I'm upset. But yes, I mean, it's still playable.
All right. Next, we have 3/2 Maya. If your opponent has a level 3 or higher character, this gets -1 level in hand. During your turn, if you have 4 more other blue characters, this gets plus 5k and it gains the following ability. During this card's battle, your opponent cannot play events or backups from hand. He's getting 14k. And when this is placed on a stage from hand, look up the 3 cards from the top of the deck, put them back on top in any order, and choose one of your opponent's characters, return to hand. Jeez!
So this card's pretty neat. It's it's a multi-utility card. EP Bouncer has the ability to answer a lane, so this card by itself can answer 2 lanes, and its condition is pretty conducive to that, right? Because it's when they have a level 3, so if they play an early play, then you play this card and you can just like open 2 lanes right then and there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so Gochi actually has some really neato cards from the extra booster. Unfortunately, this card didn't get reprinted, but it's a back row Chino, and it's like Google 500 tap. You can give a character plus 2 levels, because early Gochi Blue
That's
was
sick.
like a level manipulating deck, and I used to do that to like make my opponents level 1s, level 3s, so I could EP on them, which is really funny. And you also can make like their level 2s, level 4s, and then like
Oh, and then Kokwe any
Adachi them or something like that. Yeah. There's a lot of funny things you can do. So you could actually use that effect to force this out if your opponent doesn't have a level 3 or higher. That's just kind of fun fact. I think this card's amazing. It outs 2 lanes, like you said. Very rare for cards to out 2
EP
lanes by
balance is also
themselves.
very rare by itself.
Yeah,
too.
it's very strong. EP balance is so strong.
Yeah.
And then the top check 3 is actually quite good because there's a card from Bloom that I notably gave a 5 that has maybe not aged the best, and it is a on play mill the top card of your deck. If it's a climax, you can search to. I think that effect is straight up broken, but I kind of asterisked it with like it needs more support. And cards like this definitely help it, right? So like being able to top check 3, you see a climax, put that on top, and then since you can bounce, then you open up the lane, you just play the 0. The 0 gets to attack for free, and also search you to, like in a second deck scenario where you don't really want to be milling, but then searching is actually quite good, right? So that's a sick synergy. You know, maybe this actually makes that card playable. So
maybe
you know, the more Gochi support we get, the more of these effects. Eventually, that card's just gonna be GOAT. I'm still sticking
the
by
lack
that.
of future proofing on cards. Like, oh yeah, they won't play this. Oops.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Rating is a 4. This card's really strong. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Sounds strong. Look at all that wall text.
Maya gets some like really good cards.
Yeah.
throughout
This
the
would be a
set.
5 if the second effect was not tied to like super high tied to blue, because then like the fact that it's super tied to blue means that your double out for opponent level 3s is only available for the blue deck. If you could somehow enable this or activate this in some other deck, then yeah, this would be a 5 because this card's just crazy.
Yeah. If it was like 2 or more other blue or something, would be a lot.
Yeah,
easier.
like you just have blue back row and then you play this whole.
Yeah,
that
I
would
mean
be so
it's
crazy.
still like a 9K.
Yeah,
EP
it's still
bounce.
a good EP, but yeah, it's still a good card.
Yeah,
matter
for
what.
sure.
Alright, 3-2 Megu. If you have 4 or more blue character, this gets -1 level in hand. Experience 6 if the sum of the levels of the cards in your level zone is 6 or more, this gets plus 1500 power, so it's 11k cross turn. And during the turn, this is placed on stage from hand when this card's battle opponent is reversed. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, choose up to 2 blue characters from among them, show it to your opponent, and add them to hand, and send the rest to waiting rooms. So we saw this last with what's it called?
Nijigasaki, yeah. Oh, that one was restricted to blue characters. This is restricted to blue characters, but I don't remember the Niji one with 11k though. But
The Niji one is 12k on your turn, 10k on
Okay.
your opponent's turn.
so yeah, this has a good condition for the deck it wants to be in. It's there to basically help your Chino pay its cost, which I mean is probably more than good enough. And it's a good body. Yeah, 11k is pretty good. Cross turn.
Yeah, so this is the second time this effect has been printed. Again, the first time was in Nijigasaki, and yeah, they haven't revisited it since. I think this effect is really strong.
Yeah.
So like if you think about card advantage or I guess card utility at level 2, you're looking for healing. Or sometimes you'll get a card that's like maybe like draw 2 ditch 1, draw 2 ditch 2 blind stock 1, or top check 3. Those just replace the fact that you play the card. This one actually pluses you. You play the card and you get 2 cards back. So not only do you get the card to replace the card that you played, you also just can plus, which is functionally like healing because then you don't have to clock at 2 if you're low on hand, right? And so I think that's really strong. I think this card is excellent. The early play condition is very easy. The Emma was like 2 or less waiting room, which is harder,
Yeah.
notably. And then the level, like the fact that the power is cross turn means that you can actually wall up on this. So after the turn it's played, it still gets some kind of utility
13K
for
with that
staying.
2-1 Chino.
Yeah, it's 13k with the back row Chino. So I think this card's excellent. The only downside is that it only gets blue characters. If it could get the blue events as
Blue
well,
Rabbit House?
oh
Oh,
my
yeah, just blue
goodness.
card? Oh, that'd be
no,
so
blue.
sick.
If it was like blue, if it could get
Compass.
events, get Compass off this, that would just be crazy.
Yeah,
But,
I thought about that too. I had to like
unfortunately-
look at it again. I was like, oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, Compass is a miss, so a little bit of anti-synergy. Still a solid 4, though. I would give this a 4.
Solid
all around.
4. Maybe just want to see more play than the Izisaki one.
probably.
Did you want saw like fringe play with 8 standby right for a bit, and then people just kind of cut it for the Resonate
Yeah.
package. Yeah.
Alright, and that's actually the last of the cards for the new cards, at least for the Gochiusa Re. We'll have
Bajillion reprints.
there's a bajillion reprint. I think all the relevant ones are reprinted, right? Or is there any one that didn't get reprinted?
There's a few like
There's a-
niche
there's
irrelevant
a few-
niche cards that are.
Yeah. I think all the ones that people kind of know Gochiusa for have been reprinted. I don't think there was any card effect that was like, oh, like this really should have been reprinted. But I think there's definitely some important cards that did not get reprinted. I think the biggest one
Megu.
that
Megu
people
Stalker,
might
sad.
care about is the they reprinted the 1-0 DMS combo and then the 1-0 Rize 7k beater, but they didn't reprint the 1-0 Mocha that was like on reverse if you have the Coco in memory, just blind stock one.
Wait,
Like,
but they
that
did
card's
reprint
still-
that card. They did.
No,
reprint
they
that
didn't
card.
reprint it.
No,
I'm pretty sure they didn't.
I thought they.
It's
I thought
a-
they did.
No, Mocha didn't get a lot of reprints, I think. I couldn't find
I
it.
don't know anything about.
Oh, wait, no, they did
Pre-bloom.
reprint it. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
dumb.
I was like pretty
Oh, wait.
confident they reprinted that
I
card.
don't
was
know
like,
anything.
Oh, whoops,
pre-bloom.
I missed it. Okay, I missed it in my deck building.
Hey, there you
so my
go.
deck list will not have that one. Unfortunately. Oh, they did reprint it. Okay, that's nice.
yeah.
Alright, then I guess they reprinted most things. Pretty
I
good.
think the only card I wanted them to reprint was the Megu that goes to stock, but then they would have probably had to reprint the one that you don't play with it. But
Oh yeah. Yeah, the one where you
that card's like a 25-cent common though. You can just pick it up. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter.
They also reprinted some PRs that are difficult to get.
Oh yeah, the
Otherwise, which is kind of
the
nice. Yeah.
Shiro Avenger 1/1 thing, right?
Yeah, and they also
one.
reprinted some of the DMS PRs that were
Yeah.
a little difficult to
Oh,
get.
the
so
Yukatas. Yeah.
it's probably nice, yeah.
Yeah, good reprints.
Solid.
Alright, overall, how would you rate the new cards that you received? Out of 5.
I think okay, so I'll separate it by decks, right? And obviously, I'm not going to talk about DMS because that's a meme. But I think Sharo Chia got the biggest help. It was also in the worst place coming into this set, and it just got like basically every single card that they got is playable. Like you play in the deck, it's super good. And I think that card is actually potentially good now, whereas you would not say it's good like before this. I think blue definitely got really strong cards as well, and it really helps their playstyle.
Good mid game cards.
Really strong level 2 cards and some decent utility at level 0. I actually think Rabbit House got the least amount of support, mostly just because all the cards that they got were like side grades to cards that they had before, potentially even downgrades. And I think the deck more or less stays the same, even before and after this, the new stuff.
Got better art though.
Oh, it did get better art. Oh yeah, art. Overall, art is a huge dub, guys. The set is so cracked when it comes to art. I ordered a playset just so I could look at.
That's what I did too. I was like, oh, I shouldn't get a playset. I should just single it, and then I bought the playset anyway. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I was just like,
the deck will look prettier, whatever.
I have a playset of all these cards. I just got another playset. Whatever. I don't care.
My deck will look prettier now. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Alright, so Chairman has given me some deck lists that he initially brewed up, so we can talk about them during the stream because we had a very short one due to
Yeah,
just
only
being
an
18
hour.
cards. I think we'll go over them after a little break first. I think we'll just have a little break first because. Alright, I forgot to say this earlier, but thank you, Mr. Chicago, for 1
You never
year
let down.
sub in a row.
Woo!
Wow.
Tier 1 sub, not even prime sub. He says, wow, wasted $60 on a sub, and we still haven't got the official Weiss Schwarz feat tier list. That, my sir, is something that's going to be coming
Please no. Please
Oh,
don't,
no.
Not again.
probably April.
No.
Ooh,
No.
exciting.
Please don't enable him.
It's going to happen whether you like it or not.
Oh.
And there's gonna be a Gochiusa card on there. Come on, man.
Oh,
Yeah, the foot. Yeah, I know exactly. The Rize. The Rize standby. OFR.
oh,
Oh, You know, I actually haven't looked at the new art for the set for the reprint cards. Is there any good juice?
Oh, they're all so good, dude. You
Oh,
have
there's
no
there's the Megu Foot from the 3-2.
Oh, is there Megafoot?
Yeah, the 3-2 EP has a foot. You can see it.
How do I do
Ooh.
this?
I think you can see it more on the SP. Yeah, the SP has it.
I mean,
SP has like the
actually-
whole foot.
Oh wait. Oh, dude, Megu and Maya both have
Here you
feet.
go.
Dude.
Here you go, Kevin. Look
Dude,
at the Megu foot.
those feet are pretty
Wait,
pretty
wait,
feet.
give-
Courtesy of Nova. Oh my god, yeah, the Maya foot too.
Those
Here
are
you go.
some feet, man.
I just sent you both of them. No, I sent you the SPs. Look in chat.
Alright.
Yeah.
Kevin, I only sent it to you. Just open it.
What the fuck, man?
Nova scans, dude. Nova courtesy scans.
Nova TCG sponsoring us.
Scans.
With
Alright,
feet.
alright. This
Sponsor
one's like a
scans.
okay. This is okay.
Oh, that wasn't the one I meant to send you. That was a conversation from like an hour ago.
This one. Oh.
Oh my god, you're such a fucking coomer.
Oh, the toes is big.
Look at the ankle too. Look, you can see. Yeah, you can see the ankle bone.
All right,
Corey,
just you guys wait. April 2022, marking the calendars, boys. Thank you,
Oh
Mr. W Roosh X for tier 1.
Chad.
Yeah, Chad. Thank you for Chad for
Thank
tier
you
1
for Chad.
sub for 10 months in a row now. He says I don't want to go to jail.
Chad.
Where are the jails though? I don't know. Where are they? Shake my head, Nova.
Yeah, actually, where are the TLs? Where are my prices? How, dude? I just want to buy the cute OFRs. The OFRs are so cute. This one
the prices are
Rize- Are they?
Yeah, I just refreshed.
What the heck? I just refreshed.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
they're up.
Okay,
Damn,
what,
you heard us.
What am I
You heard
getting
us.
here?
Dude, look at the OFR prices. They're so good.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
they're not
the
bad.
OFR for the
Rize
Chino
is already sold
Shimakaze.
out.
OFR Chino
Huh?
Shimakaze pants, pretty good. $40.
Yeah, that's pretty
Shit.
strong, actually. Wait, did I get like a normal art though? Like a normal reprint?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay.
it's the same art. It's literally the
same art,
exact same
yeah.
art.
Nova
Yeah,
said
honestly, like,
one
Oh,
of,
the diamond's so good.
something
too.
is restocked, right?
Hmm?
There's something that got
Huh? No.
restocked. I remember Nova.
Assault Lily's getting restocked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Soon TM.
All right.
Yeah,
Gochiusa
its prices are so
singles.
good.
No, Nova
Good
TCG.
prices.
Order them now before these two losers.
Bro, I already bought a playset. I don't need anything yet.
yeah, actually, if the art was different on the foils, I would definitely go.
Yeah,
into the
that was
foils,
kind of my like hesitation. too. I
Yeah,
was
the
like,
fact
oh,
that the
it's
art's
all
already
same.
there, I'm kind of like, oh, I might be good.
The Capo Chronicle set. You can also order them now.
the SP Chino Climax OP.
Kobayashi Dragon Maid. If you saw the
Oh.
new spoilers last night for the card of the day,
Toru's pretty cool.
you can order your
Dude.
playset now.
Declare a number? Are you serious?
declare a
Bushido?
number.
Come on,
Declare
guys.
number
So lazy.
69, baby.
Yeah, you just game somebody. Oh no, I have 15 cards in my deck and I'm 8 out. Uh-oh.
Bang Dream
Rough
5th
road.
anniversary playset. Pre-order now. Holy sh! Yeah, remember. If you don't want to hassle with a 14 double R set, just pre-order this before.
Just buy it. Yeah, just don't gamble.
It's 14 double R's, dude. It's gonna be. You're not even gonna get one and a half playset a case or something. I don't know.
That's. Bushido needs to stop doing that kind of stuff. It's a little ridiculous.
I mean, the idea is it goes two per band, and there's 15 bands, right?
It's so
Or
so
7
painful.
bands.
Yeah, 7 bands. So yeah. Hey, remember back in the day where 8 double rare set was like the norm? Oh man.
Unfortunately, Project
it's only too good
Sekai
for
is
me.
not confirmed coming to Nova TCG. It's looking to be a Japan-only exclusive set.
I saw Heart of the Cards actually had Project Sekai on their 2021 WGP. Yeah, the 2021 WGP thing. It was actually on there as a set you can't play. So they might have leaked that.
So yeah,
Unfortunate.
unfortunately, I think they still
The
don't
art's
have
so good,
Marvel.
too,
I don't
though.
know what happened to Marvel with them.
I think I heard something about Marvel falling through, but I don't know. Brian didn't tell me anything personally, so don't take that to heart.
Yeah,
that might
we,
still
we
be
don't, we
happening,
don't
might
say
not
anything
be, we
here,
don't
but
know.
Marvel's not up on the site yet,
Yeah,
if
Mm.
ever.
Smooch.
Smoch.
Yeah.
Is there anything else to feed here?
No, go away.
Why?
Stop.
He's still looking for it.
Be normal.
No,
Please.
you.
I don't think so.
There's
No,
tummy.
I don't think there's more feet.
There's tummy though.
Yeah, there's plenty of tummy. There's tummy
There's
all over
plenty- There's plenty
Gochiusa.
of tummy, yeah.
Koi is not shy from tummy.
Oh, there. Oh, wait. This one has feet. Hold up. Oh. Okay. Posting. This Sharo is it's clear.
Oh, you get a
Got
foot.
that.
It has
Got
foot.
that action. You know, it's like
it's
the
not-
moving feet.
I wouldn't say it's like top tier, but it's up there. It's
It's not-
fine.
But it's good. It's good. It's like I like the motion. You know, it's like you know, there's
Good at motion.
you can feel that she's really like grooving there with the headset and the bunny hoodie. Interesting.
Interesting
Indeed. Oh man, the art in this set is so good.
All right. I think that's let me just up. They didn't change the art for rock paper scissors.
Wait, no, I don't think any
yeah.
of the events. None of the events got new art.
No, the 2-1 event got new art.
This is
Did
new.
it?
Yep.
Okay.
The 2-1 counter, the
Oh,
encore
the
and
bad,
minus
the bad
one
card.
soul. That card's not bad, dude.
It's not good either.
You know what you play that card in?
What? What do you play that card in?
You play it in best shot.
Best shot. Oh my god, best shot. I forgot that.
But
exists.
you know best shot's like an actual deck, right? It's like standby best shot is
Yeah.
actually pretty sick.
Wait, really? I completely forgot best shot existed. To be honest,
Yeah, no,
that was
'cause-
like a fever
no.
dream.
No, best shot's actually like okay, it's not good, but it's playable now because you have standby. So you stand by the 3/2 with
Oh.
minus one soul in front, and then you use this counter to like just make you build your own -2 soul.
That's cute. I like it.
It's actually pretty cute.
Gotta
And then,
cope
and then,
with those
and then like
climaxes
free
going
encore
on.
off for best shot cards is like super value because like
True.
they're all like
That's
actually really good, like on board, and they're huge.
it. Best shot. Fucking best shot.
Yeah, standby best shot is actually
Oh,
sick. I
God,
should do a deck
so
profile.
funny.
I would do a deck profile, but it's like really basic. Just put all the best shot cards in. Put,
Slam all the cards with best shot.
put,
Maybe.
put all best shot names. Put for this event. Put standby. It's actually a deck. Like ooh, what to do?
Oh, she looks cute here.
You can also
Like
play like
every
some
Shadow is
back
cute.
row, and then yeah.
You know, Shari.
All the Gochi
Shari
girls are
reminds
cute.
me of Millie, but Millie's the gremlin. Well,
You're so such a yeah. Oh, no, wait. Shadow's a gremlin.
Cheryl's a gremlin. I thought she's
Yeah,
only. I
Cheryl-
thought she's only
she's
gremlin
pretty
when she
gremlin.
drink. I thought she's only gremlin when she drinks coffee.
Yeah, but she's also poor.
No, she's yeah.
No, she gets drunk
she's,
when she drinks coffee.
She's a
Aw.
poor gremlin. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
pretty
just a gremlin.
Yeah, but Millie's also poor. She lives in cardboard box.
She's a gremlin for Rize.
This
like,
is,
like Millie's a gremlin for Alira.
Oh, yeah,
She's
Same
Mayayan,
energy.
you know. Mayayan has that gremlin energy always.
True.
Dude, Mayayan voiced Sharo. She voiced Rika from Chunibyo. Like she's just got the
True.
gremlins down pat.
I'm not gonna lie, Steven, the more I look at these cards, the more I'm willing to try the Chino clean cut reprint, just because of the art. I love
rabbit
the
art.
stupid art of eating the rabbit. It's
The
so
eat
good.
rabbit art. It's so out of
It's
character.
level
Just-
0 Red Riding
It
Hood
makes
Chino.
no sense. It's so out of character.
Just keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Yeah,
Oh.
one right there.
That's a
Right there,
cute one.
Kevin. Scroll.
That is.
Yeah,
makes
it's
no
so
sense.
That's
good.
very
It's
cute.
Ah.
It's so cute though.
It's a 2500 vanilla clean cut, but it's just like I was like, I'm so tempted.
Oh, dude, this card's good actually. With the cheery, it's like sick. It's sick.
It's get okay, but
It works, dude. It works.
I hate the fact I hate the idea of having my plussing 0 tied to another card, like that I have to open 2 cards to like make this card better, and then if I don't try field, then I have to clean cut my Chieri, which I don't really want to clean cut my Chieri. Even if I'm committing a Chieri, I'd like prefer it to die.
Yeah, I
know?
guess so. I mean, I think that's why I think the blue deck should also run the 00 Megu, the global 500, so that
Mhm.
even if you don't open Cheery, you at least have a 500 pump. It's a 3k clean cut. And
Yeah,
then you clean
That's
cut
like
the
that's like
Megu
a,
back,
that's
right?
a consolation.
Yeah,
I
so
think- I
so
think
you're
Yavi
not on
mentioned
just
that
like
too.
4 copies of a card to make it good. You're on like on 6 or 7. Like
Yeah,
6
maybe
actually,
it's a little bit
probably.
better in that regard. I just hate
Yeah.
the idea, like, because when it was Ricky, right, it was like I didn't mind clean cutting my Ricky because my Ricky was literally just a dead shitter attacker.
Yeah,
But that clean cut, like Cherry's like actually a card I'm trying to get value out of when I commit the Cherry, and it's not
Correct,
too late for it, which is frustrating.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's it's a trade off there, but not that
Uh-huh.
there's all too much better to be playing. That's
At
kind of
blue. I mean, you're even playing the clean card like the Aoyama if you want a plus, right? And then Aoyama is just like
Wait, which one was the Aoyama? The Aoyama was the
golden memory.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
But you would
time
need
machine.
you would need a clean cut to make that good too. Or sorry, you need the
Yeah,
cherry
the
to
power
make that
pump.
good, too.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
like
power pump.
that's
Well,
why
like, same
I'm like
difference.
leaning on the oversize, the Chimame oversize. I was just like my
Uh-huh.
All right,
go-to
That's
just
fair.
because it's easier.
enough about talking about deck building. Let's talk about some decks you've actually built for us today.
All right.
Hey yo, let's go.
All right, first we'll start off with the mono blue, the whole Chino package that Seaman did not apparently like.
Yeah, so this is like my best shot at actually integrating it
Best
and
shot?
making it work. This is haha, best shot. This is mostly built based off of the mono blue decks that I've tested in the past, combined with some of the new stuff. And so, I mean, key things here: maxing out on 4 copies of the Saki. I think if you're gonna go for the Saki package, you should
Yeah,
max it
for sure.
out and just try to shove all 4 into memory. At least get like the memory compression going for you, if you can.
Pay for
They don't have to see the
like-
card anymore either.
And then you really don't want to see this card ever again. So yeah, just play 4. Try to see if you can shove it all into memory if you can. And then at level 2, we're heavily relying on the 3/2 Megu to refund us card
Not Maya,
advantage
that-
in
Yeah,
hand.
the red one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're heavily relying on this card to just fuel our hands back so that we can do the combo quite efficiently, and then not have to clock or brainstorm. So the less we brainstorm, the more stock we'll have. So then we can send more Sakis to memory and stuff like that. So yeah, so definitely very heavily relying on that card. We also need experience 6, so that's why we have
Chino
a very
EP, let's
high
go.
count of level 3s.
This is a Fumio.
Otherwise, yeah, Maya combo is really good.
No,
Yeah,
that's
the one on Maya
that's the burner.
is the burn.
right?
The Fumio is the Megu that he doesn't play because
Yeah,
So
so
I guess
so
I guess
I
you
don't-
shuffle back anyway. This.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already have shuffle back, so you don't need the Fumio. Yeah, that's exactly. Maya combo is always really good. I like 2 of the 1/0 Megu. Good utility, also clock access. Yeah, I mean pretty straightforward deck here. And again, I think we go with the clean cut here just because it does give us an extra stock if we choose to, or it helps us generate stock early game because it gives us extra attacks. We can try field easier, and yeah,
Right.
pretty standard.
Now,
yeah,
if you weren't
nothing too much is done.
if you weren't forced to play the 4 of brick here, here is the current, like, this is what's actually being played in like Japan right now, right?
Yeah, just minus the. I don't think they play the clean cut, right?
No.
I don't.
Yeah, I think
I think
think
they
I'm on
they
clean
do
cut.
splash like off colors for zeros. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because
so this
their
is what
cards
I
didn't
would.
matter as much either.
Yeah. So this is what I would take personally if I would play mono blue. And I actually tested this deck. I've played it quite a bit. It feels really good. So this deck was really. I think the 2/1 count, the event compass counter. This card is so strong because it always feels good playing it. Either you mill a climax and then you get a
4K
cancel
counter.
plus a 4K
guess,
counter.
I guess we should explain what this is first.
Oh yeah, so yeah, let's explain this card. So this is a counter you can only play if you have
four blue or more. Four more blue.
blue characters. And then you mill 3 cards from the top of your deck. If there's a climax in those 3 cards, then for the battle that this counter was played, you can choose the battling opponent, so it's a target ability. You choose your character, it gets 4K power, and then the character
I'll look up the translation.
holy shit. Yeah, this
What?
is actually kind of
If you hit a climax, you give the character 4K power, and the card in front of this does not do damage.
This cannot be
Correct,
played
correct.
from your hand if you have
Yeah.
3
Which
or
is
less blue
also
characters,
really
so you
sick.
need 4 more.
Card
Yeah.
is sick because your character says the card in front cannot deal damage, so things like
Yeah.
Rimuru for 8-choice slime get actually just dunked on by this card.
Yeah, if you
It blanks the whole lane.
flip 3 cards from the top of your deck, you put them in wave rooms and
well,
mill
I think
3.
it only lasts for the battle though.
If you
No.
no.
No,
During
no.
a turn, it gains
And it gains 4K, and that affects
it
during
gains
the turn.
it gains for the whole turn.
It's really good.
Oh, for the turn, yeah. Okay.
Remember,
that
this
makes
only
sense,
procs if you hit at least one
Yeah, you have to hit
CX.
a climax.
If you hit more
Right.
more than one
Otherwise-
climax,
It was a free mill too. Whatever. It was a double Leafa for 1 stock.
Yeah. I mean, it feels really good if you hit, right? Obviously, you get the 4K, you get the anti-damage. But even if you miss, this goes to the top of your deck, but you mill too.
Yeah.
And then it's like double Leafa. You get closer
God.
to your next cancel, and it's fine. So
I remember the days of discussing Compass with people.
yeah,
and why
yeah.
it's
So I
good.
think this card's just excellent, especially
Yeah.
you just play it. You can like pump your level ones so that they're like you pump your level ones so that like 9k and you just like randomly like bob shit. And then like it's just really good. So but unfortunately if you're playing the Compass, it's very hard to fit the Chino package in, mostly because there's just like a lot of dead cards. You have to skull for a lot of things, and then it's harder to get Megu, the 3-2 Megu online, because 3-2 Megu is experience 6. In the Compass build, we generally try to level 1 Compass the other Megu, the new one. 3-2 Megu is experience 6. In the Compass build, we generally try to level 1 level 3 and 1 level 2 and a Compass to get experience 5 for the back row. So hitting that extra 1 for experience 6 is a little difficult, especially since like usually we try to level a Compass since we're running 4.
Yeah.
So that's why the Megu is only at 2 copies in this one, just because like we may not be able to get the early play condition on every single game. But the Aoyama combo, you don't have to commit a lot to it. You just play like 3. You could even level 1 because she does have an on-play effect, and it's like her cost is very high, so you're not really resolving more than like 1 or 2 at most. But the combo is really strong. Yeah, it's it's on at the end of the attack. You can pay 3, ditch 1. It restands and you Mocha your opponent. Very, very good. Also,
What
the
did
back row.
What did the Rin do? Yeah, I was gonna say.
The back row Brainstorm. I believe it's a search Brainstorm. For blue characters, blue or bloom, and it also climax combos with the same pants. On climax placement, you reveal the top card of your deck if it's blue or bloom. If it's a blue or bloom character, so it misses on the event, but that's fine. You stock it plus 1k, so it makes the combo a little cheaper. Yeah. And it also gives you something to do in the mid game if you just
gives
like
you that room to
slamming.
Fumio alongside.
Correct. And then you run Fumio on this one because you're not shuffling back. So there's definitely more jack of all trades. You have game at level 2 a lot more because you can play the Compass.
You're more all in though, in that regard. You have Compass to like kind of save you, but you are more all in, right? Just because like if you take damage, you're just like, yep, this is this is it.
Your only healer.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
You're crunching on that Compass to be like card that's saving you.
This is your only healer, right?
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, you're running the
you're going for the just kill him
for
forehead line of play as opposed to the let me see if maybe I can take another turn if I can't kill you.
Oh yeah. Like once you hit level 3, you're probably, unless you like are able to heal down to 0 with the 3/2 Chino, then you probably don't have another turn. But you're trying not to get to 3 with this deck.
Yeah. You're trying to stall out with Compass at 2. And then finish them when they're out of resources and they've already like hit to like early mid 3, like 3/2 3/3, and then you just try to like game them off double restand double Mocha, which we're pretty good at doing that, I would say. For sure.
Good. And then I think the new level 3 early plays do help in that regard because
more mid game.
And they give us that extension. Yeah, give us more stuff to do at level 2.
I think it's very sick. Looks very clean. A lot of cards though, so not clean in that regard, but the game plan is clean.
Yeah, I mean the shell is the same. Like so, we're still playing 4 of the level 1 combo, 2 of the 1/0 Megu. At level 0, you
that card's so sick.
Yeah, it's really good access to clock. Also,
what's this do for those who don't know?
Ditch 1 clock swap, and then if you have experience 2, it's on attack plus 4k.
So I don't know if people don't know what clock swap is. You discard 1, choose 1 card in your clock. It's a card or character for this one.
Blue or bloom character.
Okay, blue or bloom character in your clock, add a hand, and then you clock yourself 1 afterwards. So you heal 1, clock yourself 1,
But it's a ditch out.
And it gives you access to clock, which is really nice in this deck.
Not normal for blue.
At level 0, the level 0 game lineup is exactly the same, except you're swapping the Brainstorm, so 3 Rin Brainstorm yourself the 3 Megu Brainstorm. And then you're cutting the Saki package, and you're running 2 of the Megu support. Yeah, but the shell is the exact same. You're running 4 clean cut, 4 cheery, 2 drop salvage, and I think it's on when your opponent plays a climax. This goes to stock. Yeah.
That card's good.
And then
the card's really good because it's salvage in a deck where
really
you would
cheery.
Yeah, good art.
Yeah, so I mean, blue is like you just get the important cards in blue, and then you can just kind of like change the top end or like the mid game as you see fit.
What's this card again?
Oh, this is the Summon Riki. This card's amazing. This is the reason why the new Riki is only a side grade. So yeah, it's on play. Pay 1, clock yourself. You can choose a blue or bloom or Rabbit House character from your deck with cost 0 and level equal to your level or lower, and just play summon onto the field. So the fact that it hits blue, bloom, and Rabbit House is that's really good. And then the second effect is amazing. It's experience 2 on play. You can look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose up to one of them, add it to your hand, mill the rest, and then discard 1 from your hand. So it's a top 2 filter.
It grabs your compass
grabs
for
your
you.
CXs, it grabs your compass. Oh,
Yeah, it's such a good secondary effect. And then Spawn Ricky is nice because your combo is not on play power; it's on attack power, so you can spawn your combo and not really feel bad about it.
Actually, you can spawn both of your level 1s and not feel bad. They're
well,
both
Megu's
on
on
attack.
Megu's on play for the filter.
For the filter, yeah, but the power.
Oh yeah, the power. She's just a good attacker. If you spawn her, you can spawn your clean cut with this card because the clean cut has no on play power effects. So you can use that to extend and then try field if you have the Cheery or whatever, and then save the Ricky because again, saving your bad cards is usually just better for chump attackers later, etc. etc.
Yeah, you can alter the counts, right? So I have it at 3 because I think it's a decent account. But if you really like this card and you want to see more of it, you can drop a drop salvage and add and bump this up to 4. Perfectly reasonable, just utility slot.
I think so. Card's really good.
Yep.
all right. Now blue's done. They already set their deck that got huge buffs. Well, I guess blue didn't really get a huge buff, which is more like a potential package you play. But this one got a huge buff.
Yeah.
Got the
so Shadow Shield's actually a deck now. Woo! Yeah, I think right now Shadow Chia is in a really strong spot, especially at level 0.
It's
so
probably
we already
the second best deck, I'd say.
So it's crazy how every set from the first set we just got a busted level 0, and now the level 0 game is actually the most cracked out of any Rabbit House.
It's all together.
Yeah, so in the extra booster we got the so let's start from the level 0. So in the extra booster we got the Chia Riki. This is a 3k so you have less than 3 stock, it's 3k power, and it's just a Riki for Sharo or Chia.
Search Riki for Chia Sharo, yep.
Search Riki, yeah. So this card's really strong. We got this in the EB. And then in Bloom, level 1 or lower Sharo Chia. And then in Bloom we got the one, no, not the one to the left of that. We got the Chia Runner, which is a center runner, and then if you have if you have another Sharo or Chia or Bloom, then she gets +1 level, +2/5 power, and both players cannot side attack.
3k level 1 and then forces your opponent to
cannot side attack in this card's battle.
Yeah, so both battling opponents cannot side attack. Yeah, her and her opponent.
Yeah.
So that's a really strong card. Just a really good runner. It's only a center runner. It's kind of weird, but
so close to being Goblin Slayer. So close.
Yeah, so close.
You still love the runner plus Ricky.
When it works out, it's sick. Yeah.
I think a lot of deck is playing this type of lineup. Runner plus Ricky. It's very strong right now.
Runner Ricky, and now we have the Undead Cheery, the new Sharo. And so our level 0 game for Sharo Chia is very high quality. Probably I would say it's the best level 0 game in all of Gochi now, with these 3 cards.
It might be.
What's this?
Strong.
What's this Chia?
This is the climax swap.
Oh yeah.
And mill 3.
We literally saw. Okay, this is not. This was from Bloom, the Brainstorm.
From Bloom, it's a Bloom Sharo Chia Brainstorm, Salvage Brainstorm, and then also when you reverse a battling opponent, you can pump 5. So
to a Chia Sharo or Bloom.
Yes. So pretty solid.
Level 0
and we're running 1 copy of a level 0 backup. Yeah, this changes to a card that we don't play. It changes to a tap 2 Brainstorm. We have the new Sharo Brainstorm, which is way better, but actually found difficulty finding a costless backup, and figure that slotting it at 0 is probably the best.
You don't have a 1-0?
No, Chia got Chia has a 2k backup.
Yeah, we have a 2k backup, but the thing is, our 0 count is a little bit low. And the thing with backups in this set is that your level 1s aren't actually that big. You're not really trying to protect them. You're using,
It's
17 zeros is low. It's 18. Well, 17 without that card, that's low. Man,
yeah, I think it's low.
The Cali life.
Yeah, sorry. So I think
this man should not see my standby next in.
Yeah, I mean, in California, we
yeah, the 20+0 meme is real.
Yeah. So yeah. But you actually want the backup mostly to trigger your startup effects on field, right? So the 2k pump on your early plays, or stuff like that. So you're not really using this to necessarily like win a lane, but just to like proc startup effects on demand without spending stock. So like yeah, that's why I think Az0 is probably better. You could cut this and play a level 1 backup and be normal, but you know, sometimes level 0 backup definitely gets people.
No one expects the level 0 backup.
Nobody
Never, ever.
does.
White blazer.
All right, we also have the new JC. Pretty nice, pretty nice. We saw that. We went over that card already. Then we have the card that you want to loop.
Yeah, so level 1 combo on the bar. Again, this is on attack. If all your characters are Bloom or Shara or Chia, you can pump 1k anywhere. And then the climax combo is on attack. If all your characters, or you can choose one of your choose one of your Bloom, Shara, Chia characters, and then it gets on reverse salvage. So you can, the salvage is for Shara, Chia, Bloom. It's all locked to Shara, Chia, Bloom. But that's really good. So you can stack it anywhere you want. If your opponent has a runner, they can't run away. You just stack it on the lane with the runner. The two targets that you're stacking on mostly are either the new JC, which it gets really big. Again, 9/5 with the full combo. You can also stack it on like 3 copies of herself, right? So like that's also perfectly fine. But if your opponent's playing standby, you need to stack it on a really beefy attacker, and that's where this 1/1 Chia comes in. This 1/1 Chia we've seen this profile in a lot of places. So 1/1 hand encore, and whenever one of your other Bloom or Shower Chia characters attacks, she gets powered based on the number of your other Bloom Shower Chia. So 2k if you're with a full board. It's 10k at the end. Like we see this, we see this in like Assault Lily, we see this in Ruby, right? It's a very popular profile effects that like you can stack on reverse effects on one lane. Yeah, it has Tazusa. Yeah, this was in Bloom.
Nice.
So excellent card. Yeah, so your level 1 game is mostly all great. We have this 1/1 Sharo back row. This is a level support, and you can tap this to give one of your Bloom Shower Chias 500 power and stock bomb.
Yeah.
Phenomenal card for activating startup effects on your turn, and also just hard removing things from your opponent's board.
Yeah, so if you want to remove your opponent's 2/2 of hand encore, pop it all in here and give it a stock kick. Goodbye.
Yep, very strong. This is a free fresh counter.
Yeah, free fresh counter.
We have 2 of these. Yeah, this one's very interesting. So it's a vanilla 2/5 counter, but it also on field doubles as a stock bomb for early opponent oversize. So it's pretty nice.
Like
it's like a 2. Yeah, it's just a 2/1 card. I used to play this at 2 back in the standby meta.
I played that in Dear My Sister too.
Yeah.
Just like it's just
Yep.
card.
Yeah.
Now we have this 15k
level 3.
beater.
Yeah, just 1 is really good. Sharo 1/1 is the only costless act on your turn. No, there's other costless acts. They're just not good. I think there's like a tap pump 1k on like a center 500 or center 1k tap pump 1k. I think. There's like other costless acts at 0 and stuff like that. Sharo 1/1 is just the best one because it's like it's power and utility.
All right.
If you want more pumps, like you can experiment. There's some other stuff you can play. Played this copy at 2. You only need 1, but you want to see it like for your end game every time. So I think 2 is a good number.
Yeah.
You can also like, if you don't have the climax, you can also do this card, search Musashi, and just go for a climaxless finisher, which is pretty neat. I think that's pretty valuable.
No, this is the
No, this is the early
Musashi
play.
is the one with the hat.
Yeah, so this is early play. So 2 or less climaxes waiting room. It's an early play. The healing effect is weird. So it's on play. You can ditch a Shower or Chia to heal the top card of your clock to your hand.
So good. It's so
heal
good.
the hand, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's healed a hand.
It's huge too.
It's really big. So it gets 500 for every other when you start up. So 2k with full board. I don't like heal a hand because like you're usually ditching like a decently good card that you sculpted for like a random ass card on the top of your clock.
It gives you like a free clock.
You only top your clock? You don't get to choose wearing clock?
Yeah, it's just top of clock.
Okay, it says
Is it?
Yeah. It's only top of clock, yeah. No ue kara, you can see. Anata no shibu no clock no ue kara ichimai o tefuta ni okosu.
I mean, sometimes it's okay though, because you can like, you can use it to cantrip too, right? Early clock, you just clock one of your cards. And it's like, whatever.
But in practice, it's not very good.
Yeah.
Like I've played a lot of this deck, and it's just. It feels rough.
When Grisaya is good though, you're happy to have it.
Oh, this is
sure.
Musashi.
Yeah,
that's the Musashi. Yeah, and the second effect is the same as the 1/0 Chia. It's the JC effect, right? Whenever your other Shower or Chia gets front attack, you can pay 1, sack this, and then bounce that.
Finisher. Yep.
Yep, finisher, healer, and then on climax placement, if this card's in the front row, you can choose one of your other characters, and it gets on once per turn on cancel, burn 2.
It's okay.
So you just stack it all on
healer in
the
cheap.
Gochiusa.
Yeah, healer in cheap.
Yeah, so that's why you get to play the 3/2 burner.
Yep, you stack it on there, and it's a 5 damage lane. When its damage gets cancelled, burn 4. Pretty good.
And then
You'll usually have stock for Ashi too.
Yep.
My little Shido double IMA clone remover thingy.
Yeah, card sick.
Yep.
So
yeah, and then this deck, it's a gate choice. It's your, sorry, not gate choice. It's a gold bar choice. It's your favorite.
Oh, yeah, our choice.
Our choice.
Best climax lineup.
Best CX lineup. You have 4 cards to hate on standby and EP decks.
Yeah, this deck definitely gets better. If the meta is like heavy standby EP, you just destroy them.
Hard hate.
And then if it's on reverse, you also have good matchups because you have the JC. So you can like tailor this based on like what you think the meta is. If you think the meta is heavily on reverse, you can just add more copies of the JC or the 1/0 Chia. And then if you think the meta is heavily standby, you can play more towards that. It's really good. It's got a lot of flexibility. There's also an anti-runner Sharo at level 0. I cut that out just because our level 0 line is already really good, but you could play that too if you want to hate on runners. Sharo Chia deck is the anti-fun deck.
All right, sounds good. So next we have a household favorite. If everyone thinks about Gochiusa, you might think about Gochiusa. You gotta do art. Our new background.
Yes,
this is
indeed.
new background, right? It's the art, the characters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
it's a new one.
it looks similar. It looks almost the same. Even
No,
Kevin
it's
thought
new
so.
though. So this list is actually the list that I have on my channel. I did a deck profile of this when Bloom came out, and this is basically the exact same list with like just a few of the new cards. So I'm putting in for the new EP. I think the reason why the new EP in Gochiusa might be better is just because ease of access to it. I think in Gochiusa you're just trying to build up to your end game, and you don't really care too much about your mid game, and you don't really want to like let's say you don't have you're close to a refresh and you don't have the condition for your early play. You don't really want to like waste too many resources brainstorming and trying to hit that early play. You just kind of want to just be able to get your heal and get out, right?
Mhm.
That's like, at least that's my thought process. So like playing this is like, it's good enough, right? Like you play it, it's big, it kills something, and then on your turn it probably dies, but then you're probably level 3 anyways or whatever. You don't care, you just play some chumps. Like you just care about hitting level 3 at a good, like with good damage ratio, and then just killing them. So yeah, we played the Fumio. It's really good. You play this as a one of. I mean, this list actually is just like almost exactly the same list I have on my channel. So you guys can check if you guys want to see my thoughts and my process. You can look at the video. I will say the 1/1 coffee, that event it's actually kind of cracked in this deck.
Which card?
The 1/1 event, the both players burn 5.
Oh.
It's actually kind of cracked. So okay, let me just pitch this out really quick on this. I go into more depth on my channel, but the idea is that if you're 2-5, 2-6 or something, and you can't hit 3, but you need to go for the kill, sometimes you just YOLO.
This one?
Yeah, that's the video. Yep, that's the video. Sometimes you just YOLO this event, and then if you take the 5 damage, you're at level 3, you're online. It's good to go.
Trying to kill him.
Other times your opponent's really compressed, right? And you just want to fish a climax out of your deck. Like you're 3-0-3-1, and you're just going for the kill. Because again, Gochiusa's heavily committal. You don't get to heal or anything. So like when you go in, you like burn all your resources. There's no coming back. So you might as well just play this 1/1 event. You cancel, like if you know you have a climax or something coming up, you can cancel, and then you could burn a climax out of your opponent's deck, and then you just kill them. So, and then if they're free, dude. I don't know what to say. They just take 5.
Sometimes you just take 5. Nice clean cut. 4K clean.
4K clean cut. Okay, the event is both players burn 5.
Yeah.
And you can only play it if you're level 2 or lower.
Okay, to be fair, that clean cut, I still think that clean cut kind of sucks in this deck a little bit. But
I think it's still
fine.
a clean
It's
cut.
better. It's better than I thought it would be, but it's still frustrating because it's only on red or bloom.
Yeah, it's only red or bloom, so you can't clean cut any of your blue characters. But it's honestly fine.
When you're playing the Search Ricky,
right?
playing Search Ricky instead of like Spawn Ricky or something is better.
The OG
OG Rize with like sick art. Oh,
dude,
my
that
God,
art,
so good.
dude.
Is this better than the PR art though?
Oh, dude, I
They're
don't
both
think
really
so,
good.
but
Both are really good.
but this art is nut. Okay, so the PR art is it's very good. You know, very wholesome. It's like the koi art. This art is just pure, just like you like Rize.
Yeah,
You better like Rize. Here's a lot of Rize. Like holy shit.
The other art's Coco and Rize having Starbucks. That one's really cute.
Yeah, right. And that's cute. Yeah, but this art is just like bam in your face. I hope you like Rize.
Let me see.
By the way, Rize does not have a twin sister. That is herself posing with herself. I don't know how this actually happened. This is definitely not a actual in real life thing. There's only one Rize in that art though. Yeah, you're right. No, yeah, you're right. It's Rize and Rose. I'm so sorry. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's only one
There you
Rize.
go.
You're right.
In chat, you can decide.
See, so the right one warms my heart, and the left one.
They're both
something
koi
else.
art though, so
Yeah. Into the Rizeverse. Nice.
I'd live in that world.
Hey, don't we all?
Rize is so cute.
And then I think the other thing, if we go back to the deck list, the last thing is that the deck was originally running the Spawn Riki at 3,
Yeah.
and now we're running Search Riki or the level 1 Riki at 4.
Yeah. Also makes clean cut better, which is sick.
Yep. Or
No, it doesn't
Yeah, I
pop
mean-
the clean cut though.
it doesn't pop.
No, sorry, no. But it's clean cuttable.
Oh, right, yeah, because you can't clean cut the Spawn Riki. You can clean cut this one.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
It is clean cuttable.
Rize is in college at this point. Yep, that is true. It's fine. Okay, whatever you say, boss.
Whatever you
and then notable
say.
cards. Notable cards in this deck include these level 0 Cocoa posing with the glasses. This card is basically the saving grace of
Stock
Cocochino.
charge. Woo.
Yeah, stock charge. So good in this deck.
Wait, it's free stock charge.
Um,
Oh, give something.
Rest 2.
Yeah, something on reverse stock charge. But like everything kills in this deck, so it's fine. And then the 1-0 Cocoa, the non-climax combo one, the 1-0 Cocoa. Yeah, that one is also when you play a climax, it gets on reverse stock charge. So stock is no longer an issue in this deck as it was before. So that's pretty nice.
Oh, that's why you guys.
And also gives
you'd rather have this be on play. Yo.
Yeah, so if it dies, you know, you can swing back and reverse and get some stock. Also, the fact that this can heal, or like you can, like, let's say you're in a good healing situation, but you need extra hand, you can just like not heal, pay 1 to get extra hand. So
Yeah.
I like the dual modal in this deck specifically.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
should have a lot more stock between the two Cocoas giving you stock. You can afford to spend it. Where like you couldn't before, which is really nice.
Right.
But-
So yeah, so the ease of early play condition and the fact that the dual modal in this deck specifically could pay off either way is why
That Adachi's
I think
also
this is
cracked in
probably
this deck,
better
too.
than the 3-2. But basically in every other deck, I would play the other
Yeah.
healer.
I really like Chino Adachi in this deck too. Being able to give the Coco Chino hexproof too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Pretty nichely really cool.
Excellent. Yes. Level 1 combo though, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, still so. I really thought they were gonna give us something to work with.
Same. I did too. I was hoping, but it was just coping.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Next set.
Yep.
All right, for the set that only got one new card support, we have DMS.
But all the reprints, you can build basically the entire deck.
You can build the entire deck out of the reprint. So if
Yeah, except for so the Mocha has a reprint. I didn't use the right art. Whoops, my bad. And then the only card that's not reprinted is the 0-0 Megu. That one you'll have to fish out of the like the commons or something.
It's a common from Dear My Sister.
Fun fact:
pretty
this
sure
deck
Nova
is
probably
what I
has it.
took to 2018 Nationals WGP. This is heavily modified, of course. You know, I brought it up to date with the modern meta and stuff like that. But roughly the same deck I brought. Yeah, I still think it's probably fine. Obviously there's like some weaknesses of the deck, and just the level 1 combo is pretty garbage. But then you get this really cool interaction with the 1-1 Chino. Oh, that one didn't get reprinted too, I think. Did this get
Which one?
reprinted? I don't think so.
That card, no, that did not. Get
Yeah.
reprinted.
Okay, so this is this can't be reversed by cost zeros. So usually your opponent has to commit either a 1-1, which at the time was very rare, right? Now there's a lot of standby decks with 1/1, so it's kind of just not as good. But you would either have to commit like they usually commit an early play. In which case, if they come in an early play, you just use the sack counter and then get rid of the early play, the one to the left of it.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah, the 1/0 Coco counter. This one is on the ban list with the
card.
Cocochino.
The card.
Oh, this is reprinted, right?
So, yeah, it's reprinted.
That is
the
the reprint
art.
Yeah.
You don't have this.
This card is
kinda
very
ugly one.
good. Yeah.
Wait, this one's not ugly. What the heck?
Wait, it's
No,
not
the
ugly.
other
Wait,
one, the other one, the original one.
The foil,
Oh.
the foil of the original is ugly.
Well, yeah, it
The-
was a little weird.
The non-foil was cute because it was her with like the pigtail braids and the
and the
like, little
swimsuit. Yeah. Very cute.
And then
Very-
the PR is just the best.
Yeah.
No contest with that
PR
one.
is very, very strong. Yes.
Which Cocoa?
Yeah.
Less.
So this one's actually that Coco. Woo, woo.
Yeah. Or
There's
Magical
also
Cocoa.
this art also got used for another PR in this set. Very confusingly.
Did it?
Yeah, it's the same PR as the it's the level 0 PR.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's confusing. But yeah, so that's kind of like a neat synergy in this deck. You can play the 1/0 counter. This at the time this was the best deck to play the 1/0 counter. So if you went counter choice, you would play this. Now you could just play like Bloom or some other deck with counter choice. You actually you can play Rabbit House counter choice and it would just be better than this deck.
Yep.
Yeah. But you do get to jam 4 of the 3/2. The level 3 game in this deck is actually really sick. You can heal 6.
Mhm.
I actually did that once. It was really
I have
fun.
too.
Yeah. So you
Feels
play
really
the
good.
you play the Cocoa. The Cocoa is a healer. It also heals when it comes in from memory. It comes in from memory if you play the climax. But it only comes into empty squares or empty spaces. So that's the reason why you play the 0/0 Megu. You play the Megu, use the Megu's effect to send her stuff to stock. It brings out a 1/1. You don't run the 1/1. You can tap to give 1k and 1 level if you want. And then so you just play over a card on your field, send it to stock. Now it's an empty space, and then you can summon the 3/2 Cocoa from memory to there now. So that's how you heal 6. It's
Woo!
your very own execution. This Mocha is the one that sends it to memory. On death, you can choose the Welcome Cocoa from your waiting room, send it to memory, and on reverse, it is a on reverse Rise for Dear My Sister only.
So it's kind of like the
Yeah.
my.
It's literally the mine.
Yeah, it's my
It is literally the mine.
The extremely expensive Kato card from Psychono. But I think this
No,
is
the Kato card is the Kato is pay 1 send it standing.
no,
to salvage
the PR one.
Oh, they did it with the PR, huh? Right, for the
Yeah.
bar Kato.
Yeah, for the
Yeah, that card
bar
sucks.
That card was expensive though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that
own
card
I own a
sucks, though.
place of that foil card.
All right, sick flex, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad I put in a lot of work for you.
Oh yeah, dude. Back
It's
when that deck was super suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Musashi.
Yep. So Musashi. So this deck actually has another really cool finishing combo, which
The blue
is
3/2, yep.
blue 3/2 and double Musashi. So the blue 3/2 with it combos on the pants, and the on attack you can, so it has 2 combos with the pants, or 1 combo with the pants, 1 combo when the pants is in play. So on attack you can sack a climax in your climax slot to play the pants from hand. So you could do this thing where you play the goal
Summon
the
2
gate,
Cocoas.
summon the Cocoas, and then attack with the Chino, play the pants, and then when the pants is in play, she can pay 3, ditch 2 to restand another card. That's very expensive and not very worth it. However, the synergy with Musashi is that you play 2 Musashi, you play the 3/2 Chino, you attack with the Musashis. Any Musashi that doesn't cancel still has the effect cancel burn. So you just restand any Musashi that hasn't canceled to swing again, and then go in for another cancel. Very, very neat. So you would do that at
Very
3/0, and then hopefully you live another turn, you like go up to 3/4, 3/5, 3/6, and
Slam
then
your
you use
door.
your Coco combo, heal it all the way back down. Actually, a very good deck back in the day, but
Yeah, it's
like,
a bit dated
overall,
now. It's
little-
still fun though.
a little weak on the overall
Yeah.
side now. But
All right. Hear me out, Simu. You gotta
Uh-huh.
play. You gotta play the Magical Girl Cocoa and Chino. It's the sickest package, the sickest 8-card package you can play in Dear My Sister.
I think the package is sick, but it is very.
Have you ever answered a board of double 1/1 Eris? It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick, dude.
That's definitely an option. However, yeah, I think it might be a little hard. I think without like a rekey or anything like that, it's a little bit
I don't
rough.
know. I've always done it. You send 4 of each, and it's like, yep.
I don't know, man. Maybe.
It's cozy. It's fun.
I think you could probably play that in
it gives you
and,
more
like,
spice to
Rabbit.
this deck. I would say.
I think you could play it at Rabbit House now though. Like honestly,
I
with
think
the
you can.
rekey
You
and stuff like that.
probably could.
You
probably
probably could,
could.
yeah.
It's fun. It's worth trying. I think it's really fun in the current meta because there's all these like big body like 1/1s and shit. And you're
yeah,
just,
for sure.
All right.
And I like to give my sister because you don't spend stock in that deck. So your stock
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
matter. You're just like
They have a Brainstorm 5. That's also very noble in this deck.
Brainstorm 5.
Very
that
strong.
also draw drops when you play Climax. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that card is really good.
All right, and for the last deck that Simu gave to me,
The Simu special
we
DMS
have
50.
a Galaxy Brain DMS deck.
All right. So hear me on this one, guys. Okay, so this is like the DMS shell, except it's running 3 very interesting cards. So first of all, it's running this card. This card's really good, right? So it's on play. You mill the top card of your deck. If it's a climax, you can search your deck for blue, bloom, or rabbit house, and search for 2, and add them to your hand. So it's crazy. It's like super good advantage, as long as you can hit this climax, right? So in order to facilitate hitting this climax, we have the drop search Cocoa on your left, all the way on the left.
On the
Drop
left.
search Cocoa. Yep. This one is it's a drop search and on play top 2 rearrange. So similar to Kasumi from Bane Dream. That's the first debut of this profile. We run 4 copies of this. We also have top checks with like the Riki and stuff like that. Importantly though, if we top check with this and we do not see a climax, we are going to use that information to fuel our Mocha level 0 on the top right. This Mocha level 0 is on play. You can get a marker from the top card of your deck, face down marker. And then when this card gets reversed, you can sack the marker. And if there's a card in your waiting room with the same name as the marker, you can add that marker to your hand.
What?
This adds climaxes as well. It adds anything. You just have to match a card in your waiting room. This card's really weird. But with your top 2 rearranged, you can verify what marker you have on this card beforehand so that you can always get the +1. So basically, if you miss, you get a +1 off the Mocha. If you hit a climax, you get a +2 off the Chino. And you use the Brainstorm 5 to just recycle these cards again and again and again. And you just like play a climax every turn and just like, and yeah, that's how this deck works. I've tried this. It's hilarious.
That's
you just plus for no reason.
all your deck is a 4 of.
Yep, you run 4 of everything except for
consistency,
for consistency. So sometimes if you don't get to top check 2, you can just like blind Mocha and you still plus for no reason.
Isn't Ricky better than this one?
Ricky, no, because Ricky is actually off trait, so your Cocoa level 1 combo does not get power if Ricky's on the field.
Okay, so
Also,
the actual reason is this is only a +1, while this one's a +2.
Yeah, that's a
this is
+2 and
cost
then,
of +1.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
And then the Megu you run that at 4 because eventually at some point you're gonna have too much hand. You're gonna have too much hand, and so you can use the Megus to get stock. And then sometimes you'll have like a lot of hand, but then you need to mill through your deck a lot, so you can use the Megus to brainstorm like 10. So like another thing is like you can like play the Cocoa, the Chino, and if you hit and you want to get through your deck, you can tap it and then play over it. Because like you just because the brainstorm is just tap to anything, right? So you can like tap your other characters if you want. Brainstorm, you just like zoom through your deck. It's all good. This deck's really dumb. It's really fun. It's not very good. Because you don't kill anything. It's like kind of a problem, but it's hilarious. You get so much advantage. Like you just have like bajillion stock, bajillion hand. Your opponent just has their board for some reason because you can't kill it. But yeah, it's really fun. A funny deck.
All right, sounds good. And I think that's everything for the set review show. Anything you want to remark about Gochiusa and Ria set? Any final remarks about the set?
I love Gochiusa.
I mean, I think Gochiusa up until this point, this is the 4th Gochiusa set we've had.
Fifth.
This is fifth
Gochiusa set, yeah. And I think it was getting to the point where like if people wanted to get like to play Gochiusa, it was really hard to get in because they'd have to like grab like various cards from various sets, and then like some of it was out of print and very low in the market circulation. So I'm really happy they did a re-edit and printed all the important cards so that people who wanted to get into Gochiusa could get into it now. So if you always wanted to get into this set but hadn't had an opportunity, this is literally your best chance to get into the set.
Yeah,
and it's a really fun set. Honestly, they have like really fun effects. Like they have really unique and interesting effects. Some effects like debuted in Gochiusa, which is like pretty crazy. Like Rize, for example, right? We still call it Rize. And then there's like distinct decks that you can build, right? There's no like only one goat deck. Like the Xiaoqia deck is very distinct from the mono blue deck, which is very distinct from Rabbit House. So You buy into the
Different
set and you get like
flavors.
a number of different flavors of decks that you can play, which is really fun.
Yeah, I think the only annoying thing is that Chiasharo asks you to buy a lot of older cards that aren't reprinted. But
Oh yeah,
you
but
know,
most of those are from Bloom though. It's fine.
yeah, it's a lot of Bloom cards, which makes it a lot
Yeah.
easier. They did reprint the like
EP healer.
core. No, that's reprinted.
Yeah, EP Healer is reprinted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the core card that you needed all got reprinted. The only things you have to buy that costs like any real money is like the Shadow Brainstorm, the Runner, and that's it. Those are the only money ones. Then you gotta buy, like, obviously the combo and stuff is like some amount of money.
I mean, it's really cheap. Yeah.
It's like $1. Yeah.
Fair.
But the
Yeah.
Brainstorms are like $10. The Runners are $8. So you gotta bite the bullet there. But I mean, they're worth it. They're really good cards. So it's not like you're buying like mediocre stuff just to fill in holes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And Gochiusa is definitely going to get better because there's going to be more sets in the future. This
boy.
franchise makes the bucks.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the slice of life show in Japan. So
it's money. So yeah, we'll definitely get sets in the future for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start wrapping up now. Thank you to our two sponsors, Nova TCG, best place to buy Japanese playsets and singles. Weiss Tea Time for providing us with these slides. Check them both out. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Simu, for coming on the show once again. And any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm part of a content creation team called Trustless Collectibles. We focus mostly on Weiss Schwarz English stuff. But yeah, we've been hard at work, just coming up with new videos and stuff like that. It's been really fun. It's been like half a year already. Wow, time flies. But yeah, I think if you guys are interested in checking that out, I'm sure there'll be the plug link somewhere. I have my own YouTube channel. You want to check that out as well? That'd be cool. And otherwise, yeah, I'm really glad to be back. This is really fun.